What up, though? What it do? You already know who it is. It's Nitty. A deep city where a brother keeps it gritty and I takes no pity. Yeah. What up, though? What it do? Nitty, baby. D City, straight gritty, no pity. You already know how we get it. This been the hottest thing. This been the hottest thing on the internet for the last week, y'all. I mean, I'm I'm not, on top of it. It's been popping off for the last week. Off of Club Shay Shay, um, the interview of Katt Williams, where he went basically ham. He went basically ham on anybody that never gave his props or um thought they secrets was kept with some type of lock, untold mystery. No, he went in on everybody and let it all be known, and it took his rightful place as the king of comedy, dog. I ain't gonna even lie, man. Um, Ain't nobody out there touching Katt Williams right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that commercial but straight up, far as what the hood love and what the streets love. Oh man, it's Katt Williams all day, dog. Yeah, so I just wanted to get it in and get it in real quick because um, it's just been like the YouTube sensational. I ain't looking for no views. I just wanna keep up um, with what popped off, and you know, kind of like keep a little history of my own through my channel, dog. So, like I said, he went in on everybody, and we might as well have a gander and listen for ourselves, dog, because I'm talking too damn much. But I'll jump in, and just spit when I can, because I really enjoyed everybody that, what I'm saying, he spoke on. But the fact is, I'm sure we all got, memories and enjoyable moments or enjoyed their entertainment. Um, and we don't know them personally, but Katt Williams do, and he damn sure let it out the bag, man, and he got everybody talking in the YouTube community, even everybody that he spoke on. I mean, if he spoke their name, um, um, if he spoke their name, they came back. They came back to try to rebut something, man. They came back to try to rebut something. So it gotta be somewhat true, because if it wasn't, dog, you wouldn't come back saying shit. You'd be trying to check a motherfucker for lying on your ass. But no, that ain't what's happening. People trying to cover their tracks because we in the times where now, um, whatever you did 20 years ago can still apply today when you finally got your bread up or your bank. You know what I'm saying? And they can take a chunk of that bitch. So it's like it's crazy right now. Everybody know about Illuminati, but right now, man, all these secret parties, and who was actually there and who actually did something strange for a piece of change is coming all out, man. And Katt Williams letting it be known, dog. Y'all know the fair use game, all that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't starting no trouble. We ain't busting no bubbles, but we damn sure doing what we do. Here we go, dog.
Said out that mouth, you stole Friday after next, the one I was in. You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday after next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike. And Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now let's 3 quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan.
Hey, let me back this up. Let me just say this, though, on this topic about Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley has something to say as well. He came back and gave Katt Williams his props. But he tried to prove everything he did was on the up and up and for all good purposes, dog. But real talk, Katt Williams is calling these cats out for wearing dresses, for breaking the code, for acting like they didn't do nothing freaky to get where they got, man. You know what I'm saying? To get where they got or going with or to go where they or to go where they going. So it's all being known right now, though, dog. Oh, but yeah, this is what I was gonna say about Ricky Smiley. He wanted to say everything about Katt Williams playing that part on Friday after next like nobody else could, man, being the pimp. But he wanted to say that he was actually there to be the pimp. Well, not to be the pimp, but to do that part that Katt Williams did, dog. But the part that he got was the Santa Claus. One thing he forgot was about the Santa Claus, which was funny. It was funny. That was the opening. That was the opening of the movie, and it was funny, man. Everybody know that. It played right into it. And it couldn't be better, dog. But you was a crackhead Santa Claus. Let's keep that real, dog. You was a crackhead Santa Claus. It wasn't like you was playing a straight up Santa Claus. You was playing a crackhead. Let's get it, man. Real talk, man. Nitty, D City, straight gritty, no pity. Man, let me get this right, man. Let me get this right, man. They trying to play with a brother right now. I ain't trying to have it, though.
Get up to $200 in savings with
I ain't trying to have it, though.
Year-end sale.
I am not trying to have it. Real talk. They playing with me right now.
Numbers every day.
This is the other side of Kirk Franklin prank.
See, I'm on a whole nother hookup. You know, I done got on a whole nother hookup. Now, how did I do that? How did I do that?
You let Ricky Smiley sit here.
There we go.
You said out that mouth, you stole.
Yeah, here we go, y'all. We good.
You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday after next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike, and Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now let's 3 quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man? Well, I didn't know. He shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let an athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that big.
I'm a pimp named Slick Back. Pimp named Slick Back. Pimp named Slick Back. Pimp named Slick Back. What they say?
When we were shooting it, he told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was.
Sir, no one. Why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood? They switched off roles. You take this and he what?
So
Ricky Smiley knows this. I don't know why liars lie, but I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we talk about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy, right, where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was going to play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them. That's how I already know that I'm going to be funnier than you. What he told everybody was, Katt Williams, don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
That's cold. Now listen to what he got to say. Why he actually put that in his contract.
That's where he's the unbelievable actor.
Oh my God, you're Ellie Conway.
I am such a...
He said that's where he a believable actor,
Oh, yeah?
man.
What is it you do?
Would you mind, honey?
Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man. Now, then, I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
That's where he's the unbelievable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
That he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out.
Hey, that's crazy that Katt Williams say that, though. He ain't never did a hard drug in his life. And it's like viral videos. It's viral videos of him getting his ass, his ASS, whooped, mollywopped by a kid, dog, up in the projects. I mean, that's why, to me, he the funniest comedian, because he raw, he real, and ain't nobody gonna ever tell you exactly what's popping off, man. But you know, you can read through the line. You can read through the lines yourself. And yeah, man, he got his butt whooped by a kid through the projects. He was coming out the projects looking blue back, man, looking like he one of them, looking like he was one of them. He was on one of them tours with Bobby Brown back in the days, dog, where Bobby Brown just got lost and never came and never showed back up, dog. He looked like he was just lost for a moment, man. He looked like he ain't took a bath or a damn thing. And this kid just mollywopped his ass. And it was all Katt Williams' fault because he was picking the fight with the kid, dog. He was actually picking the fight with the kid, and the kid got the best of his ass. This shit funny, man. But yeah, let's keep on checking it out though, for real, man.
And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Q set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
But I
no
didn't
one's
know
ever
it was a
heard.
lie.
Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. Like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally when people give you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are like, this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made... All lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't.
He did come out of nowhere. He did. he was on that one TV show with that one female. She's a heavyset lady. Very talented though. I can't think of her name, but it didn't last long. It only lasted like maybe a season. And next thing you know, he was doing movies, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just doing them, but starring in them bitches. So I don't know how that game go, but Katt Williams ain't lying. He ain't lying, yo.
Definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It did happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
That was cold. That was cold. He said the #1 job for somebody who sold their soul up in Hollywood is to act like it didn't happen. That was cold.
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case.
Damn.
It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources, and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built.
So
all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do?
Damn. Damn. Man, good thing you wasn't Will Smith or Jada, or you know what I'm saying? Because you would have had a threesome as quick as he said it. That was crazy, man.
Came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo.
You wonder what they did to get it?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he has 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars.
I actually remember that. I remember when they had that king of comedy between Katt Williams and Steve Harvey in Detroit. And Katt Williams just roast his ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? Everything he's saying is true. He cracked on him about that. He cracked on him about that man wig, and he never could come back after that, man. He couldn't come back after that. Y'all see, he started wearing his head straight bald. He never could come back after that. He just went in on him, dog.
TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life. So no. Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you got to be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's kind of hard to hate on Steve Harvey, even if you like him or not. Because I growed up watching what's that damn, Apollo. I grew up watching Apollo, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it only came on one time per week. And it came on a Saturday night, I believe. And we had to stay up to like 2:30 in the morning, dog, to catch that bitch. And that was something we always looked forward to, man. Because it only came on one time a week. I believe it was Channel 7, dog. About 2:30, 2:45 at night. Some crazy time like that, dog. And man, Hey, it was like the best time ever. So I can't even hate on Steve Harvey for everything, but exactly what Katt Williams was talking about when he roasted him in Detroit and called him out for wearing that man wig. Yeah, oh, that's true, dog.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100 city tour. I'm not going to have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym. But you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we get some...
I want to protect him real quick because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
No, I didn't. No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you're talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Cedric.
Okay,
You have said that 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said the dates wrong, yeah. So
let's go and clear that up.
Okay.
You said,
yeah.
I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right, so he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab to help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy, and he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship. Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times, and Katt didn't do, as I stand before you, Shannon, I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept.
What the fuck? He said, I would have bust that fat, greedy, turkey-eating fool straight up in his gut. Ain't nothing he would be able to do about that, dog. That's funny.
Don't play me like that. Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Everything Cedric and Ricky Smiley ever been in got canceled for not being funny. Ricky sat here and told you that they cut him out of every movie he did. They always had a reason. Like, that's why I'm funny, because I'm a happy person. I laugh all day long. I can't even imagine the misery of these bums. Just to not be good at what you do, not work hard at what you do, but have to act like you're the best at what you do. It is crazy. It's crazy.
But they be touring, they be doing like 100 shows a year.
That's me. I don't run into none of them. That's what I'm saying. If you're a Faison Love fan, you mean you've been a fan of him for 32 years, you still waiting on him to do his first special? You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now?
I mean, Steve got a lot of
DL still out there. None of those irons matter to stand-up. Who cares that they wrote a placard for you to do Family Feud on? Like, you're successful because we're surprised you can talk for a living and it's entertaining that you're going to say some funny country things. But not a writer.
Right.
Not a writer.
Katt, he did have a good part in the movie, man. The Santa Claus was funny, man.
The dude said the entire time we were filming, I can't play this role. They got a bandana over my nose and my mouth. My family not even gonna know who this is. So yeah, tell your story. Like, Comic View did a couple of disservices to comedy as well. So there were people like me that were out there getting 2 and 3 standing ovations in one set. And that wasn't good for television. So what they did was they started making everybody get a standing ovation. So they would tell the audience, when they get off stage, everybody get up and cheer. And so now the fact that I'm the only one out there going to get standing ovations is now making people think everybody get a standing ovation. And that's not how comedy is. So I understood why that couldn't go anymore. Because remember, Ricky Smiley sat right here and told you a story about how he performed with Mike Epps and Katt Williams when he did Comic View. And to let him tell it, he was funnier than both. My name lived out. Talking about the special needs. That's good.
That's a different
That's
time.
some clever material.
That was a different time, Katt.
No, it wasn't. It was the time I was there.
But I'm saying.
That time, this time, same times.
No, but I'm saying.
Just like people that tell you the Egyptians, they not black. Egypt is in Africa, folks. As long as Egypt is in Africa, then Egyptians are African.
Do you believe you can tell the same jokes today as when you started out? I mean, Eddie Murphy not telling those jokes. Richard Pryor wouldn't be able to tell those jokes in 2024 that they told in the 70s and the 80s.
So they wouldn't have told them.
But that's my point.
They're not inferior people.
No.
If they were in this time, they would be going according to our time. Just like then, we were going according to that. Like, that's how it is in the world. There are words that we can use for a while. And when we use them for a while until somebody says that ain't a good word, we should stop saying that.
Correct.
That don't make people feel good. And we stop saying the word. And we move on to another word. You can't say the R word. You can certainly say special needs.
Yeah.
You can certainly say spectrum.
Slow.
There are things that you can say to get your point that don't have to hurt people.
Right.
But you would know that if what you did was construct the English language for a living, then you would understand that part.
What? I had to bring a little bit of it. I mean, anybody he spoke on, that's what really got me. Anybody he spoke on, they had to come back and try to say something to rebut what he said. And you know that tells everything, man. That tells everything. Man. Funniest. Most entertaining. On YouTube, as far as I'm concerned, what I done seen, I mean, that's what I've been waiting on. What else I got? I can't find what I want to find. What I thought at least was funny anyway. You know what I'm saying? I just want to bring y'all something funny. You know, laugh with y'all right quick. That damn picture. All that it? Oh no. No.
What do y'all think of this?
Don't
As Wendy Williams.
don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them, every.
As Wendy.
Don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
As.
Don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit.
Don't.
As Wendy Williams.
TDJ's over there with being in it. Like,
Oh, come on, Katt.
only the guy you had here has been upfront and honest and a man of God and humble and took the L's he had to take.
The problem with the black church that he's referring to is that they worship the black culture and not kingdom. There is no black church.
What do y'all think of this?
Don't matter.
As.
TDJ's up. That's the same nobody.
Right foot, two.
Well, that look like this the end of my little hookup. I hope y'all enjoyed me, man. I had to bring it in. I know it wasn't all that, but it's my little something to add on to what popped off with Katt Williams, dog. Hottest thing on YouTube right now, dog. So it is what it is. If I get 2, if I get 4, if I get 5, I take it like I take it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
And all of these big.
Move into the future with the Xfinity 10G network. A reliable connection even with everyone online. Plus,
Are you related to Luda?
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited.
Are you related to Luda?
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person they said was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200.
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
10 more. 200 million, I might need to get me one of them old women look the same.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right.
This cat, wow.
If you want to advertise online, then I want you to know that this chicken is more useful than a bad ad campaign.
I'm not spending my money on strippers. I ain't spending them on drugs.
Why not?
Like,
Stripper
what?
bar.
Because if I go in a strip club, I'm only trying to get her out of there.
Yeah.
I have no intention of her or any other people being in this position. If I see a girl I like at the strip club, I'm telling her, you know, you don't have to strip no more after this. This could be your last day. How about that?
Ooh.
What would it be like just to leave it all? You ain't gotta be a hoe no more.
I don't even want you to go get your purse. Just leave it.
Ain't nothing.
We get new ID. We get new ID and credit card and social security card.
We don't need none of that.
None of that.
None of that.
You know?
This life don't look good on you.
That shit.
You don't even look like a drug addict.
Got me thinking, Cat.
Right. You hear these athletes talking about, yeah, we was out there tricking. What? Why? You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for. It sets it up bad for us. We got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one.
No. That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. Sorry about that. Okay, go ahead. Boy, you done got me canceled how many times in this program? Where's the camera? I didn't write nothing. I said tonight. It's all been on these cue cards, and I'm just gonna keep reading them. Ask your next question.
Hey, thanks for coming through. Appreciate y'all. It was just a little moment. Something to do. And I'm glad you came through so we can do it together. I appreciate y'all. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'm just coming through, you know, just to see what's popping, see what's happening. And I appreciate you, though. And have a beautiful night. Real talk. I'm out, y'all.
But I'm worried for her mental health and her animals due to her.
I'm worried for yours.
Anybody want to be on that crazy jump? Yeah, have a good night, man. I don't know what the heck happened to that jump.
I'm not spending my money on strippers. I ain't spending them on drugs.
Why not?
Like,
Stripper
what?
bar.
Because if I go in a strip club, I'm only trying to get her out of there.
Yeah.
I have no intention of her or any other people being in this position. If I see a girl I like at the strip club, I'm telling her, you know, you don't have to strip no more after this. This could be your last day. How about that?
Ooh.
What would it be like just to leave it all? You ain't gotta be a hoe no more.
I don't even want you to go get your purse. Just leave it.
Ain't nothing.
We get new ID. We get new ID and credit card and social security card.
We don't need none of that.
None of that.
None of that. This life don't look good on you.
Yeah, shit.
You don't even look like a drug addict.
Got me thinking, Katt.
Right. You hear these athletes talking about, yeah, we was out there tricking. What? Why? You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for. It sets it up bad for us. We got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one.
No. That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. Sorry about that. Okay, go ahead. Boy, you done got me canceled how many times in this program? Where's the camera? I didn't write nothing I said tonight. It's all been on these cue cards, and I'm just gonna keep reading them. Ask your next question.